In this video, I am building 21 different sets, starting at $1 and going all the way up to $1,000, and there's a lot to get through, so let's get started. This is our $1 set, the iconic red plane. It only comes with 51 parts, but that's enough to make this cool plane. It has a spinning propeller and is light enough to swoosh around. This set is also a 3-in-1, meaning you can make different builds with the same parts, like this boat or a passenger plane. The next set I got on sale for $5 and it's the Dream Z-Blob Robot Adventure. The robot is pretty well equipped with a long-range weapon and a double-sided blade. This set also comes with a minifigure, which is a nice addition, and compared to the last set, for only an extra $4, you now get a 20-in-1, and that's a lot more customization. Some of my favorites are this helicopter with 2 engines, the race car with a big wing, and this scorpion-looking thing. For $10, you get the police motorcycle chase, which actually comes with a lot of stuff, like this ATM, which this robber can break open, collect all the cash, and make an escape on his skateboard, which is pretty quick, but not as fast as the police bike, which is really big, but that comes in handy when trying to stop this thief from stealing all the money. I picked up this retro camera for just $15, and it's a cool model and has a lot of fun features, like all these gears and knobs that twist and turn. The lens itself can also be adjusted. The set also comes with 2 rolls of film with a bunch of different pictures on them. They can then be loaded and unloaded in the back of the camera. It would be really cool if this was actually able to take pictures, but they'd probably turn out something like this. We have now worked our way up to the first $20 set, the Minecraft Baby Pig House. I got this set because it's basically the perfect Minecraft starter base. The player has already been busy planting some crops and built a fenced-in area for his pigs, which can then be mounted and rode around. Inside the base are stuff like a bed, a crafting table, and other essential items. This set definitely lives up to the name Pig House because I counted at least 6 different types of pigs. Next up we have the Police Boat Chase. That's the second police set so far, but I think they are some of the best budget sets. This one is only $35 and it's basically a scene from an action movie, where the robber is attempting to escape the police with this valuable gem. But he's kinda cooked because either he gets locked up on the police boat or he has to try to escape this shark, and unless you want to end up getting eaten by a shark, consider subscribing. Anyways, another really cool thing is that this set was designed to float in water, and it sorta does. Uh-oh, don't worry, I'll throw out the life preserver. Wait, that sinks too? Oh my. Anyways, let's move on to the Miles Morales vs. Spot battle, which I got for $40, and it comes with this corner shop that has a bunch of stuff in it like this ice machine, an assortment of food and drinks, and also this ATM. The whole idea is that the Spot can teleport around the deli while attempting to rob it. That's why the set also comes with Miles and Spider-Gwen, who can web up the Spot so the police can take him to jail. Coming in at $50 is the Ninjago Tournament Battle Arena, which is a really fun set. On the left side, there's a bunch of spare weapons so you can equip your ninja with whatever you want. On the other side is this giant drum, which can actually be used as a trap to crush bad guys. The centerpiece of the set is this Sensei Wu statue. Just be careful of the stairs because it can be quite slippery. But by far the best part of the set is the Battle Arena, where you can have 2 figures fight until one of them gets knocked down. The next set is the LEGO Game Boy for $60, and that's actually cheaper than the original console way back in 1989, which was $89.99. But this LEGO set might as well be the real thing since they look exactly the same. With this set, you get 2 games, Super Mario and Zelda, which can be inserted right in the back of the device. You also get 2 spare screens that can be swapped in to match whatever game you already have inside. When pressing all the buttons and moving the screen around, it really feels like you're playing the original Game Boy. This set is $75 and it's Hagrid's hut from the Harry Potter films. The minifig lineup consists of basically the entire cast from the first movie, along with Fang, Hagrid's dog. The main hut looks really accurate from the outside, perfectly matching the actual building from the movie. And on the inside you can recreate the scene when Hagrid's dragon egg hatches, or you can just have him sit down and relax in his chair. Now let's move on to our second Ninjago set, Cole's Dragon Titan mech, that I got for $90, which is a great deal since this mech is awesome. The build feels so massive because it is, but also thanks to these golden blades that just boost his aura. Speaking of blades, the sword itself is almost as big as the entire mech. Initially I didn't expect this set to be so posable, but it's great since you can make some awesome action poses. And if you thought this Ninjago set was cool, just stay tuned until later when I built the best Ninjago set I've ever seen. Coming in at $100 is the Mateo spray paint truck. This price range is quite competitive, but the set stood out to me because of the bright red and green color scheme. The truck itself looks like it's straight out of a Mad Max movie with all the spikes and blades pointing in every direction. Mounted on the back is this giant spray paint launcher that can be used to take out these cyber brains. The set also comes with some extra stickers that you can add onto the truck for random spots of paint, and with a little bit of rebuilding, the paint launcher actually becomes a detachable spaceship, which really adds a bunch of versatility to the set. For $110, you can get yourself the Space Roller Coaster, which has a bunch of fun activities for guests, like the small rocket ride that can go back and forth. There's also a space base which you can explore. The main attraction is an actual roller coaster, which can fit up to 3 guests at a time, and the ride itself is quite exciting. And since this set is a 3-in-1, the alternative builds are even more attractions, like this drop tower, which is actually really well done. And the last version is this space carousel that can spin guests around in circles. Honestly, it might be worth getting all 3 so you can make an entire space theme park. The next set is $110 and it's the Arctic Explorer Lab Truck. It's basically a giant mobile command center for Arctic exploration. Up front is a telescope that can spin around and can be used to see the night sky. The back half is the crew quarters with a bathroom, a table to eat, and a bed. On the very back is an extendable platform to help carry the snowmobile. This set also comes with the snow-covered wolf den, and it's actually the first time we get to see these brand new wolves in a LEGO set. And before I move on, this truck has some crazy suspension that I want to put to the test. So I took the set outside and found a bunch of rocks to see if it could handle the rough terrain. And yeah, that was no problem at all. The medieval horse castle comes in at $130 and is quite a formidable stronghold, with plenty of spots to position archers for defense. Another feature is the drawbridge, which can be raised to stop invaders or lowered to let guests enter the castle. Inside the main keep is a throne room for the king to feast on delicious food. The set also comes with 2 brick-built horses, and there's actually a stable for them to stay. But you can also convert the castle into a jousting arena. That way the knights can go to battle in a head-to-head competition. The Guardian Dragon is the 3rd Ninjago set in this video and costs $150. The box art alone is already a step up from the previous sets, and as an added bonus, you even get this awesome poster, which is a really nice touch. The main build is a massive dragon who's chilling on top of this rock. Down below, there's a cool red archway surrounded by waterfalls and a little lake. The dragon itself is really well done, and I think the most noticeable feature is the wings, which use a giant cloth piece that makes for a very convincing dragon. I really think this model makes for a perfect display piece in any collection. Next up is this $160 Jurassic World set, the Spinosaurus and Quetzalcoatlus Air Mission. It comes with 2 great looking vehicles, one being an off-road 6x6 truck, which can hold the entire crew in the back. For air transportation is this helicopter that can go up against the Quetzalcoatlus, which is actually the largest flying dinosaur ever. Back on the ground is an ancient temple covered in traps, like this gate with a bunch of spikes. And by pulling this tree branch, the pillars on top crumble. This is also the first time we get the Spinosaurus in a Jurassic Park set, one of the most popular dinosaurs from the franchise. One of my favorite sets is the $190 Megaopolis City from Monkey Kid. It comes with 16 different minifigures that are all very well done. But that's not even the best part, since the city features 6 different establishments ranging from an arcade to a jewelry store, a tailor, and above it, the doctor's office. The city really comes to life with all the small details, like all the billboards and art spread around. There is even a Lego vending machine, or if you're getting hungry, a kebab stand. And if you don't want to wait in line, you can have a panda drone deliver your food. To get people up to the next level of the city, there is a working elevator that takes them to the 2nd story, where you'll find a delicious looking restaurant accompanied by a Ferris wheel that actually spins all the way around. And if the city layout isn't to your liking, you can completely customize it by moving buildings around. Another really cool set is the Arctic Polar Express. It costs $210 and comes from the same wave as the Arctic Explorer truck from earlier. But this time the crew has chosen the snowplow locomotive as their mode of transportation. The train itself has a spot for the conductor up front, in the middle a crew quarters, and the flat car at the back can transport this snow tractor. The set also comes with a research station for scientists to work or load supplies onto the train. On the other side is a mountain pass that is home to a pair of Arctic foxes. When these sections are all connected by tracks and the train is powered up, you can drive it around by simply using the remote. Just watch out for the falling rocks from above. Since it's snowing outside and this train is a snowplow, I wanted to see if it could actually manage to ram through some snow. I recommend just keeping it inside. For $270, you can get the Lord of the Rings Shire. The biggest part of the set is Bilbo Baggins' Hobbit hole, which looks spot on with all the round windows, his well-maintained garden, and of course the giant door. On the inside, you can have him finish writing his book, and on the other side, you can recreate the scene when Frodo and Gandalf discover the ring, which is done by turning this gear to reveal it in the fireplace. You can even have Sam eavesdrop on their entire conversation. The set also comes with a bunch of extra side builds, like Gandalf's firework cart, where he can comfortably sit down and arrive for Bilbo's birthday party, which is why there's a giant cake and also a banner. On the stage, you can recreate another scene when Bilbo uses the ring to disappear, and lastly, Merry and Pippin can get blown up by fireworks, which leaves them looking worse for wear. Next up is the Avengers Tower, the biggest Marvel set ever made and coming in at exactly $500. Along with the massive tower, you get 31 minifigures, which include all 6 of the original Avengers and a bunch more characters mixed in. Inside the tower there are 7 different stories, like a workshop for Tony to fix his suits, a prison cell for Loki, the laboratory from Age of Ultron, and even a landing pad for a Quinjet, which is kind of a tight fit for the people in the living room. The set comes with a sizable Chitauri army that includes a Leviathan and multiple alien ships, which can all be added around the tower to recreate the Battle of New York. But again, since you get so many different figures, you can add all sorts of different scenes, which really makes this the ultimate Marvel set. Now it's time for the Ultimate Collector Series Death Star, and it actually costs $1,000. It is by far the largest set I've ever built and comes with a grand total of 38 minifigures, which can be placed inside to recreate iconic scenes from the Star Wars films, like when Luke battles Darth Vader and the Emperor gets yeeted down the reactor shaft. There's also a lot more play features like the elevator that can reach all 6 floors. You can even have Princess Leia escape her cell and fall into the trash compactor, which squeezes anybody inside. In the center of the station, Obi-Wan is able to turn off the tractor beam, and just above him there's a retractable bridge that forces Luke and Leia to swing across. In the Super Laser control room, there's a feature that actually lets you blow up a planet, which makes sense because this set is called the Death Star. And that has been 21 different sets ranging all the way from $1 up to $1,000. Let me know in the comments down below which was your favorite, and thanks for watching.